Let's get to today's Take 3. Our Take 1 is something a lot of people are talking about. It's this telecommuting ban. Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer put in place a new policy that was announced this week that says employees can no longer work remotely from home. It's a move that will impact, we don't know exactly how many, but probably a small percentage of the employees who work in cities where Yahoo does not have an office. A lot of employees are upset because they say the flexible work arrangement helps them with their families. It helps them have the job, to be honest with you. Mayer became Yahoo CEO in July. She's taken some flack for this. I think Richard Branson came out yesterday and said this was a giant step backward for workplace rules.
Here's from the CEO, by the way, who came back after only 2 weeks on maternity leave. So, I mean, obviously she's coming back saying, you know, in order to be competitive, you know, there's going to have to be some changes here, but getting a lot of people upset about this move.
I would think if they allowed people to phase it in, I mean, because it was part of the culture, so give people a chance. I don't know if it has to happen immediately. Or
it comes in effect in June. It's interesting. My wife worked for a great company, Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, sure.
They let her go back after our second child, but with rules. I mean, she went back a few days a week. She worked from home 2 days a week. And it worked for her. So I asked her about this, and I thought she would be sort of defensive and upset about it. She said, the truth is, if you're working with small kids at home, you're not as efficient as you would be. You're just not, because you're watching the kids. And
you find different times to work it in, you know, get that workload when they're napping. Or...
Well, yeah, but you're not actually there doing it 8 hours a day. So
breaks up the flow.
Yeah, I think so, too. And it's harder to create a team when you're not there. You don't know the people. You don't meet the people. So... A lot of people
I definitely think there are pros and cons to the situation. I think FaceTime in some ways is necessary. You do have to show up. You have to have those meetings. You have to have those conferences face-to-face with people.
And that's why people still get on planes and go to different cities.
I mean, we're not doing video teleconferences everywhere. But at the same time, I do think there's that argument, especially in Silicon Valley, where a lot of our jobs, sometimes we're more productive working from home because we can kind of space it out throughout the entire day, and we don't have the distractions of the water cooler talk and all that stuff that tend to wrap people up at work.
And it allows people to watch the third hour.
That's it.
So I think telecommuting.
That's why we support that.
Absolutely.
Wholeheartedly. All right, our Take 2, Robin's Swan Song. This is huge breaking news. Our comic book guy here, Al Roker, the New York Post has revealed that Robin, maybe you've heard of him, Batman and Robin, will be killed off tomorrow in a comic that comes out tomorrow. Many famous Robins throughout the years. Burt Ward, though, has to be the one you go to right out.
On TV, TV Burt Ward. Chris O'Donnell, didn't quite make it.
Didn't work for you?
I don't think the film did him justice.
Without this is huge news. You can't have Batman without Robin.
Yeah, this Robin is of course, Burt Ward.
There he is.
This Robin is actually, Damian, is the illegitimate son of Bruce Wayne and Talia, who was Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Yes.
So, unfortunately...
you are the comic book
guy. He was very popular. This kid's very popular. And so it's going to be interesting to see. Because Robin has been killed off before. Came back.
So
we'll see.
You know why we really bring this up, though, is because we always like to go back to the videotape of you and Matt in spandex.
This was a long way to get to this video.
Very long way of getting there.
2005, Halloween.
I mean, does it get better than that?
The dynamic duo.
You wouldn't let Matt kill you off in a comic book.
No. This was the George Clooney, the George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Batman and Robin.
You look good in latex.
Notice we have henchmen. Helping them.
Oh!
We took out Dave Auerbach.
Dave Auerbach went down hard there, didn't he?
The original Batmobile.
Is that the original?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
That is
which went for a couple million dollars. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. You know, they killed Superman off, brought him back.
They bring him back to life.
They take creative license with these things.
Exactly.
Yes, they do.
You find a way
Speaking of creative license.
Yeah, we're
lots of
Natalie and I are trying to work through this.
It's just ridiculous.
This is called an emoji translation
of Emoji Dick.
Of Moby Dick, yes. Emoji Dick, it's called. So, you know about emoticons. It's where you put the colon, you make the smiley face with the closed parentheses, but also emojis now that translate emoticons into these
little
characters.
Icons,
exactly. So now people apparently are rewriting entire works of literature with
Which means
emoji.
They have too much time on their hands.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Apparently, this is in the Library of Congress. Is that right?
It is.
Hey, what's that on the horizon? Oh, yeah, the end of civilization.
I mean, I don't know if you can
just to get you an idea. So you go through sort of word for word, and it has an emoji for every word in Moby Dick.
It's crazy.
You do wonder who took the time.
Really? really.
Apparently,
I mean,
it was a compilation of a lot of people who it took over 7 million hours or something like that to put. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, unless you're the only person I will answer texts who have emojis are my 14-year-old daughter. Okay, when you're an adult, stop.
What is the age?
Stop it.
Is it 14? After 14, I think
yeah,
we're going
yeah,
to knock it off.
Come on.
Well,
So we've got some of
Yeah,
these.
we're
We got
gonna put
book
ourselves to the
titles that were
test
put
here.
into emojis.
So see if you can figure
this
it
will be
out.
a complete
we
disaster,
have not
I'm
seen
sure.
these, so we have no idea. So Crown,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Lord of the, very nice,
Okay,
Al.
that
Thank you.
was
Nice
pretty
pick.
easy.
Al's good. He's got
Yeah.
the 14-year-old daughter.
Okay. What's that?
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
Okay,
Grapes of
Grapes of
Wrath.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, this is going well. What else we got? Oh, woman, snake, finger muscle.
Woman, snake, finger, muzzle.
Lady.
I don't.
Hold
lady-
on, we're going to get it. Hold on.
Is that a snake? I can't even see that far.
Snake.
What?
The
woman
woman
with the dragon tattoo.
But that's not
I
a
was like, what's
dragon.
the name of that book?
It's a
The
snake.
girl with the dragon tattoo. The
The
girl.
girl.
with the
It's a
okay.
snake.
The lady on the phone with
Yeah.
the dragon tattoo. How about one
What is
more?
that one?
Bald guy and thing I can't see.
Happy wave? Is that a wave?
Oh, is it a
Happy
wave?
wave.
Now, I guess you have to be able to
What is
see.
that?
Old Man in the Sea. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
See how fun this is?
Yeah, Papa Hemingway is spinning at about 360 miles per hour in his grave.
Have we done
Really,
enough
a
of those?
Grand
Yeah.
waste of time.
That was monumental waste of
Seriously,
time.
I just
Here's our
don't get
bonus.
it.
Do we have?
Yeah, we have
we
a
got
bonus.
another one?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
here's
let's
what
see
you
it.
do when you can no longer dance.
Oh.
Wait, we got one more of these? Okay.
Clockwork Orange?
Clockwork
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah, that
Okay,
wasn't
good.
so bad.
Fantastic. That was
All
worth
right.
the wait.
Okay, I feel good about
now
it.
to our bonus take. Do we have time?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a bonus take. Red carpet kicks. Everybody had the fancy shoes, the
Right.
Louboutins, all that stuff. But some people went for comfort over couture.
Smart. Some
Yes.
smart people.
At the Vanity Fair Oscar party in particular, Sally Field went for the sneaks. This is a good move. Don't you
Yeah.
think,
Yeah, I mean,
Natalie?
you got the
Spectacular.
long dress on,
Do
so
it.
nobody's going to
Nobody's
see
gonna
her
see
feet
it anyway.
and she can dance all night. Now, apparently, Bradley Cooper's mom, who was his date,
Yes.
Gloria, also rocked.
That's
the
right. She wore
sneakers,
them on the
so-
red
Yeah, on the red
carpet. I saw
carpet.
on the red
I
carpet.
noticed those.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Good
I
move.
think that's a smart move there.
This is
Why
like
not?
the bride at the reception. You put on the comfortable shoes so you can have a good time,
And you know,
right?
sometimes those gowns are so long anyway that it kind of hides.
Seth
the feet,
MacFarlane's
so.
dad was wearing a kilt. Talk about comfort.
Is that true?
Yeah, he was wearing a kilt on the red carpet. It was a little breezy.
It was.
All right.
More emojis coming up later in the show.